Yes. Are we born negative and balancing and experiencing pure positivity? Yes, all these things are possible. Yes. Um, Balance, yes. Nature has thought of everything that we can imagine. When human mind can work and think in complex ways, what about nature? That's higher nature has worked out all possibilities and potential incidences. Everything is made very clear and well attended and made automatic. So it's balance. It brings balance finally. And yes, so that's one aspect. Even whether it's within the body or outside the body, there's balance. That's the reason we have organs asymmetrically, like hands and eyes and ears and feet. It's brain, twin brains. It's a balance to bring balance. So that's the reason, maybe because of this nature, law of nature, function of this law of nature, we can have dialogue within ourselves. Yes, no, we debate. We have some good heating discussion within ourselves, then we come out peacefully. So interesting balance. And then yes, are we born negative, or are we prone to negativity? Yes, that is true, because of but it's practical to say sometimes you are negative, some other times you are positive. It makes us a good human being. But we shouldn't be dwelling more upon negativity. That's where the problem begins. Um, and negative, yes, negativity um, affects us severely when we feed our fear, uh, and so that fear can really make us more negative, and also when our expectations are not fulfilled, we become negative, um, and and the comparing others who are progressing or who are achieving things which we couldn't do it, then we can become negative. There are more negativity than positivity. It's like when we come out during the night, when we look at the sky, don't we see darkness more than the stars? Although so many billions and trillions of stars are spread out so much all over, still darkness is so powerful. You still those stars cannot dispel darkness and make us feel night as the day. As we experience during this presence of the sun, because that is darkness. That's not bad. That's good. So also, like when we go through night dark. That's not bad. Makes us cozy and warm and go and calm down and curl up and go to and slow down your work and spend some time for yourself and your family and go to bed and then wait for the sun to come up. So also everything has some meaning. Yes, naturally we tend to become negative quickly. This is true. Then we have to practice a little bit extra to remain positive. That's where this type of work and exercise and education can help us, meditation aspects and so forth. So, and going to the last point, can we read? Would there be positive time, exclusive positive time? We can experience only positivity. Yes, possible. Not throughout the day, not throughout the month, throughout life, always. Because you have to be hungry for you to appreciate your meal. Then you really feel so happy. So also, it's like a wave of our mind. Negativity, maybe the low, and the trough of the wave of mind, and the crest is happiness, positivity. So they go on dancing up and down. That's wave of life is like that. It's not like straight line. So however, we are allowed, with the same laws of nature, to celebrate, to maintain positivity for a longer period. It's possible. That in itself is it's so encouraging. Oh my God, that's possible. Yes, it's possible. But how we can make it possible? It's our contribution, our way of thinking, and our attitude, and the way we have educated our mind or cultivated our mind, and the way we have to refreshed our energies or tuned in our own energies. So by nature you can experience more positivity in life, and tuning our mind into towards a positive attitude. That happens only when you're close to your heart. When you're dwelling only in your brain, in your mind, you can't be positive on much. Maybe sure for a fleeting moment. But if you're connected with your heart more, heart consciousness, when you are really like your mind has extended or up to the heart area, like the deeper part of the body, and that effect is so different, because you see only good things. You see beauty, you see truth, you see something constructive, something brightening happening. So so the tuning of that mind, even in toughest circumstances, you still see something positive. You don't have anything in your hands. Others are really progressing, and their hands are full with wealth, with gifts. But you still see you positively. My God, they're so now it's good to see them being happy, and they're really very well looked after, and they're progressing. And like giving up, like you don't think of yourself much, you think of them. That's where you become positive. But normally we think, no, I should become first positive, I should be well. That's true, but unfortunately there's some metaphysical law here. Only when others are happy we can be happy. In the East, really, in ancient Aryan culture, there is some phrase, "Sarve janaha sukhina bhavantu." May my, even in Bible, you can see that the love thy neighbor. It was said even in those days, like if your neighbor is happy, you can be happy. Not you are happy, and neighbor will be happy. May not be happy. At least now you are making yourself vulnerable by thinking differently. But if you think this way, if others are happy, people, in the sense people around us should be happy, then I can be happy. So when you do that, that starts reflecting upon each other, that ray, positive light. So interesting. Yes, we can really be positive and experience that positivity. We have experienced, and the problem is we don't acknowledge that. We always look for something more, but we should acknowledge what positive things have happened already, where we were so happy. We really, that day was brimmed with so much joy and merriment, but we don't acknowledge it properly. Like we have to emotionally and in spiritual sense, we should express our gratitude for having obtained such beautiful results, and being in that environment, and having that feeling, that then we become qualified for further growth and expansion. In evolution we'll be seeing much of those things, because there are so many. But again, getting back to the darkness in the sky we talked about, that doesn't mean darkness can overpower light. It's only there, but still stars twinkle powerfully, sending out some message. So also, really, that's the power of positivity. You don't need not have to be so proportional proportional, equal to a negative element. But positivity is so powerful, even if it's even small in proportion, in its proportion. Think like a small, like a ping pong ball, and the negativity may be for a size of a football. Still, this has got the power for positivity to expand, drawing in the same negative energy, and become so bright and complete and attractive. So this is really how you work out with your experience, and above all, we should use intuition that guides us through. It's really so. This is how really I answer these questions.